One of the most interesting RTSs of the year is Star Wars Empire at War. It's interesting not only because it's a Star Wars RTS that actually looks decent, but also because of its format. The game allows players to take the role of either the Empire or the Rebels in a galactic struggle for dominance. Players can stay away from the general galactic map with the skirmish and multiplayer, which I'll talk about in a second. The campaign will sit players in the center of a galaxy as the Empire begins its path of destruction, and you can play as either the Rebels or the Empires during this. While much of the game's action-oriented gameplay will be real-time tactical battles, we should begin with a look at the galactic map. This is where all the strategic decisions will be made, including production, economic decisions, and strategic movement of troops. The thing to remember is that everything you do in the galactic map is actually in real time. You'll see the day clock slowly filling up, whether you're spending time building structures or units or just moving troops around. Each planet on the galactic map comes with a sort of bonus for it. For instance, Coruscant merely provides a higher than average credit production rate, while this will provide a 20% boost to speed and firepower of AT-ATs while controlled. This creates a sense of strategy, so which planet am I going to take first? Do I want to take this one for this resource, or do I want to do this for this bonus? Once you decide which planet you want to conquer, it's just a matter of moving a fleet that you've already built onto that planet and attacking it. When you move a fleet of ships into an enemy planet's orbit, the tactical battle will start. Unlike most RTSs, you don't actually have to build structures here, though. The fleet you bring into battle is all that you get. Once these ships are gone, your invasion is done. While a limited number of ships can enter the battle at one time, any extra ships in your attack fleet that's still sitting in orbit of the planet can be brought in for reinforcements if one of your own ships that's already in battle is destroyed. Once a planet's fleet has been destroyed along with any orbiting space stations, ground troops can be moved onto a planet's surface for a tactical land battle. Attacking ground troops will be granted an insertion point where reinforcements can be dropped in. From there, attackers will have to make their way across the map and expel any enemy ground forces. Defending ground forces, on the other hand, will have an advantage of production of facilities that will automatically pump new units out when others are destroyed. There are some structures that can be built in ground battles, but only in preset locations so that the game steers you away from the kind of resource management during the campaign mode. When all units are destroyed, the planet turns over to control of the attacker or remains in control of the defender, depending on who wins. Now, multiplayer and single-player skirmish modes act differently. While reinforcements still need to be called in, they first actually have to be constructed via buildings that are on a map, like a space station or a barracks or a factory. These games play out a little more traditionally, as resources still have to be harvested. Star Wars Empire at War is due out February 15th for the PC, so keep your eyes open for a full text and video review at that point.